This is our second year at the annual meeting, and it is sponsored by Pinnacle Bank.
Ooh.
They are a 10-year sponsor of this bad boy.
10-year and tenured?
See.
Do you think they're going to step it up from last year, and instead of the $2 bills, it's going to be nothing
$5
but
bills.
It's $5.
$5 bills. I'm sorry, $5 bills.
Basically.
Yeah, we got paid to be here.
Are they going to just start handing out like 300, 400, 500 bills at a time?
These are uncirculated monies. So
Uncirculated monies.
And of course, in the background, if you can probably hear it, you can hear the Squeezebox Bandits.
Oh, was that Abel over there?
Yeah, Abel's down there performing.
Oh, nice.
They're playing for everybody that's coming into the event, so it's really cool.
I hope they play. What is that? Guacamole.
Guacamole.
Yeah, I hope
a
they play
fan
that.
favorite.
That's a fan
Guacamole.
favorite. Abel's a good dude. Band's amazing. If you like that kind of Texas country mixed with a little bit of
Tejano.
like that Tejano sound.
And also, previous guest of the Funky Panther.
Yes, previous guest of Funky Panther. Have you had Abel on yet? On Corks?
I have not.
You need to have him on.
You know-
get him to tell you some stories and.
I have beef with some musicians
Oh, never mind then.
from previously dating some, so
Oh, yeah.
I just try to avoid musicians.
I remember this.
You know,
Yes.
besides Lou Charles,
Yeah.
I feel like Lou's like an exception.
I think we've all dated Lou.
I mean, haven't we? Everyone loves Lou.
Yeah. Who's
Who's
Lou?
Lou?
Lou's like he's the ambassador of
1000%.
of the Fort Worth music scene, especially
Yeah.
the rap and hip hop scene.
He posted something funny yesterday.
Oh, his little Valentine?
Yeah, roses are red,
Oh,
violets
yeah.
are blue. You're with your beau now, but tomorrow you got Lou.
Just normal things,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Normal things.
You talked about Pinnacle sponsoring this, but can we just talk about for just 1 second who sponsored the podcast equipment and editing?
I mean, honestly, we all know and love Daddy Paul.
Daddy
Absolutely.
Paul.
Daddy Paul.
He's looking real nice
Nexum
right now.
Creative.
He's a
Nexum Creative.
handsome man.
He is, you know. Daddy Paul also moonlights as Santa.
Is he Moon?
He's mooning people now.
Yes.
Is he like
I've
a
seen the
suave
pictures.
Santa?
Oh, did you not see the pictures?
No, I haven't seen the pictures.
I saw
Jesse
him.
didn't tell you?
No.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I was
Wow.
like, we had Daddy Paul as sexy Santa
Okay.
for the Corks and Cowtown like ladies.
Oh,
event.
okay. That yeah.
For-
Okay, yeah, I did see
was
that.
like martinis and mistletoe.
And you had the other guy.
The other guy. Who was it?
I was
the
like
other-
Jacob.
Jacob.
He was
yeah,
one of
from-
the bottle boys
Yes.
for
Yeah.
Uncorked.
Oh, yeah.
I'll never forget
yeah.
him.
He's the one that took my glasses, that mother.
You know,
And he
it is what it is.
did he put him in his? No,
He put him in his little
He did put him in
G-string
his
thing,
G-string.
yeah.
Yeah.
Your glasses, right?
Yeah, you have to go back and watch Uncorked to see that special.
Wait, no, I thought that was Mike.
Oh, that might have been Mike.
Was that Mike?
I don't know. There's two of them. That was a long day, guys. That was a long
It was
day.
a long
very
day.
long
There
day.
was
It was a very long
lot
day.
of,
It was the
lot of
very
alcohol.
ripped bald man.
Oh, Mike. That was
Okay.
Mike.
That's Mike.
Jacob
yeah.
has hair.
Jacob's got hair. Okay.
my
You know, the
mistake,
struggle's
my
real
mistake.
for some people.
think
I'm
everybody
not
is.
looking at their hair whenever they're looking like that. You know what I mean?
Not
I mean,
that
I hear you
hair.
on that. Hey.
This
Yeah.
is supposed to be professional, I guess.
Yeah, this is very professional. Anyways, what else do we need to discuss? Here's the thing: is I remember last year a lot of people here's the thing. This thing starts early,
Yeah.
so it's very nice. They have golf carts,
Mm-hmm,
thanks to Metro Golf Carts here to usher everyone in.
Nice.
And there's also valet, which I was going to partake in, and then I was like, you know what? You could walk across the street.
Across the street, that entire.
So I literally was like, we'll park in the garage. It's fine.
I'm
We
gonna
need to
be
get
real.
those steps in anyway.
If the golf carts are still around
Should we just
during the after party, we may have to commandeer one.
I was about to say, should we?
and then just go. No, I'm talking about. I want to drive one.
No, I mean, I want to
Okay,
drive
okay,
one
cool.
too. Do you want to race one?
Yes.
Can we race them?
I think that's okay.
I mean, why not?
It's the convention center. They allow that
I
kind
mean,
of stuff.
especially after the after party.
I mean, how often do you get to say you got to drive around inside the convention center here at Fort Worth?
1,000%.
on a golf cart.
Yeah.
Racing, a rival podcast. 'Cause
Again,
Rival?
we're rivals, right?
Can we do like a Mario Kart situation?
Okay,
Yes.
y'all have had beef with every podcast in Fort Worth,
think so.
and none of the girls have. The girls have not had any beef with anyone.
I think it's no. I don't think it's true because y'all are catty sometimes, and of course y'all.
How are we catty?
I think all the ladies.
Me and the ladies, we.
Oh, y'all get along. Y'all hang
Yeah,
out.
I
You
was
and
like,
the other
if we're,
girls.
yeah, I was like, we're fine.
But there's not really too many podcasts with.
I know, the
Listen,
ladies.
you're missing
female-led.
opportunities. What you're doing because that just
With starting
is-
beef?
Yeah, because it's just unknown publicity.
Some's fun,
You know,
some's
it's just it doesn't
serious.
matter. It doesn't cost you anything. You don't really care that much.
Sometimes it escalates and becomes something
Sometimes
real.
it becomes a thing, even though it started off fake.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You know,
Aye, aye,
and then
aye.
next thing you know, you're fighting in your front yard while your mom's trying to hose you down with a water hose, trying to get
I'd
you to
be
stop.
very
you
worried
know?
if my mom was hosing me down with a water hose since she's in heaven.
Oh no.
This took another turn.
Okay, my mom.
Moving
I'd be
on.
worried if your mom was in my front yard too.
So excited about the event.
So excited.
This is the third time that we've been able to come,
Yes.
both of us, right? Or
My
you've been
fourth.
here. You've been
You're
here
fourth.
before.
My
Our
fourth
third.
year.
You're a long term.
I am a long term.
This is the Funky Panthers' third time.
Second time doing this
yes.
though.
Yes, for both of us.
Mm-hmm.
For
I was like, very
actually-
excited to be back with y'all.
Absolutely.
Always.
If you're able to see us here at the convention center for Visit Forward, you see these amazing cubes that have our logos on them. Has the Altogether Now Visit Fort Worth logo. It's got recording. Like Visit Fort Worth to set us up with a hell of a little thing going
They
on. over
really
here.
have, and also like this little lounge set by Loot Reynolds is amazing. I really like these seats and sofa.
Yes.
I don't know the proper way to say the material, but I think it's bullshy. It's like Boucle.
That sounds more
I
official
don't know
than
how
I
to
would
say
think.
it. I don't.
I was going to say, it feels like fabric.
You know, it's weird that like having a podcast and not being good with words is a real struggle.
Yeah, the struggle is real, especially whenever you can't put or formulate your thoughts, and then you're sitting there dead silence because you're trying to run the what word was I thinking about,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
you throw some word that's not even real out.
Yeah.
hmm
Bullshit.
No, I think that's
I
literally
feel like
it.
that's bullshit.
That word seems a little
Google
bullshit
it.
if you ask me.
Gib.
But these
Google
were
it.
these were the same. This is the same setup as last year.
Yeah, I was
And
like, I just
so-
like the cowhide rug.
Yeah,
I
me
want
too.
one.
I wish we could take it. You know, it'd be. I think.
Should we take it?
I think we should.
I
We're
mean,
just
I
incriminated
have, I have
ourselves,
one
right?
already.
This
Everyone's
is
going to
all-
know now.
It's all just for fun and games.
Here's the thing. This is being released afterwards. So,
Oh,
Yeah.
and we know the editor.
right.
Yeah, he just
He's
told me
cut that out.
all
yeah,
this
it's
stuff out.
fine.
that out.
Everything's fine.
I think. Do you think if we were recording? I know we're recording early. There's really nobody here yet. Would it be different if we recorded at the end of it after like the drinks have been
1,000
had?
after the
Oh.
cocktails. That's when
Yeah.
we should have been recording.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
it
we
gets
need to do that
loud.
next year too.
The problem is though is that you want to partake in the cocktails.
Well, yeah, we can partake in cocktails and interview people.
That's
I
true.
think the cocktails. I think it's. I mean, for one.
All right.
One, I'm
we
a
should
little
also have a
flustered right now.
videographer here for sure.
Yes.
Yeah,
think
too
we
bad
know
we don't
people.
know anyone.
Yeah.
So I want to know, like, did you expect? So I'm reading through the notes that they gave us, right?
hmm
11.4 million visitors last year.
Insane.
I can't imagine that. Like that just seems. It doesn't seem like there's been that many people visiting, but
Where do you think they all go?
I think
Stockyards.
Stockyards,
Yeah,
100%.
1,000%.
Have you
I
gone
think,
to Stockyards recently on a weekend?
Oh yeah.
No.
It is fun as hell. It is crazy, but it's not all just catering to. I know we talked about this last year. It's not just catering to the cowboy. Like
No.
there's some cool spots in Stockyards.
I
now.
actually
Mule
went
Alley is
to-
really fun.
Yeah.
I went to a concert at Tannehill's for the first time not that long
Oh, I
ago.
haven't been yet.
And it was interesting because it was not what you would typically expect to be a concert at or in the Stockyards. It was a metal band,
Oh.
and so you had this group of people coming in there for that style of music. Right, they're walking through the Stockyards, which is something that 10 years ago I would never picture. And then we walk in, and in the front of Tannehill's, they've got a nice bar, and they've got a singer songwriter up there just playing. I'm like, that's weird because it just doesn't fit the vibe
Right.
of the concerts coming through there. But what I loved about it is it gets people that taste of kind of what Fort Worth is about, but you also get to see that it's not just that country lifestyle.
But
Right.
you also get like all these artists that are coming through that are pretty exclusive. I mean, the Jonas Brothers.
We saw Ludacris.
We saw Ludacris there.
Ludacris, yeah, that was amazing.
was-
Ludacris and Lou Charles.
Yeah,
And
that
then
was-
Luda was just on the Super Bowl.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That
which
was amazing.
like when we talked about it before too, we're like, is Luda? Luda's got to show up, right? Luda's got to be at the Super Bowl
1,000%.
halftime show. Obviously, got to play. Yeah,
Have y'all eaten at Tannehill's yet?
not
No.
yet.
Ooh,
no.
it's nice.
I didn't know you could eat there.
Oh yeah, they got some nice cocktails and
Okay.
some like elevated
Bar food?
Bar food.
Yeah.
Yeah, so good.
Well, Chef Tim Love, right?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
you gotta expect that. I
well,
mean,
and Tim's one of the sponsors for the after party, too.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
just
like-
last year.
like last
I'm
year.
hoping
Yeah.
the Espresso Martinis return.
Ooh.
that was
I'm
a hit.
hoping I know he's a fan of the Screwdriver.
Mm-hmm,
So I'm hoping there's some of those. And then I know TX Whiskey is also going to be here this year and La Polga. So what do we
Oh,
think
yeah,
we're going to
yeah,
get for
yeah.
that?
Maybe La Pulga cocktail.
I
You
know,
know,
but
I
like,
think,
like
No way.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
I think,
Way
they're
to
gonna-
mix that
Morning
bait.
I think they're
margarita.
going to bring alcohol, right?
We're gonna have something with La Pulga then.
There's
yeah?
going to be bits and pieces of pulga culture, like little corn in there, you know, or like
I don't think they're going to do that.
rusted nails. I'm kidding. No, I'm really excited to try it out. And if you've been there, been by their area, they have a really pretty La Pulga sign.
Oh, yeah.
because
Oh,
that's
the
where they're.
branding's
Yeah,
amazing.
I
There's,
love it.
There's plans for that area.
So
and I'm
where's
excited
the
about it.
area at?
It's
right
right next to
behind
the Rockwood Golf Cart.
Okay, yeah, I just
Go-karts.
haven't been. I haven't been over there yet.
Where it's literally just a Pulga there, but now it's the actual brand, right? Because it was like little Pequeño Mexico, right?
Yes, yeah. Little Mexico.
Yeah.
Pequeño Mexico.
Okay.
Yes.
Can we talk about something real quick?
Yes.
And that is that everyone this year that works for Visit Fort Worth has on the cutest jumpsuit.
I love
Yeah.
it. And you know what?
From like Dickies. They're like Dickies jumpsuits. And then they were sponsored by Printed Threads,
Yes.
which I know y'all are a big fan of Printed Threads.
Oh,
We
yeah,
love
yeah.
Printed Threads.
So, yeah,
All of
I was
our
like,
merch
they're
from Printed
awesome.
Threads.
Yeah. So it's just one of those things to like see everyone. I just love a jumpsuit also.
Me too.
They're
Me
so
too.
cute. And they have like the hand stitching of everyone's names. It's
Yeah.
so cute. I want one.
Me too. Like whenever.
How do we get one?
I think we're gonna have
Who
to.
do we have
beat
to
one
talk
of
to?
them up.
We got to beg.
We have to beg. Okay.
Yeah.
So-
we're gonna be like, look,
so-
we want to be included.
The ones they wore at South by Southwest
Yes.
a couple years ago
Yeah.
are different than the ones this year,
Yes.
but like I liked those, and these are really nice. Like I'm looking at everyone right now that has them on, and I would pull one off right now and wear it.
Yeah, absolutely.
definitely-
Are you, are you talking about ripping someone's clothes off?
Yes.
So that you could use them?
Yes,
That's
Yeah.
weird.
You know, just
not weird at
normal
all.
things.
No, yeah. But
Morning
shout out to them.
thoughts.
So-
Speaking of Dickies, they were voted number one venue in the world for their
size, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's amazing.
Yeah, so it's really cool for them to be on
Nice
the map.
segue, my dude. Well
Absolutely.
done.
Yes.
I did it.
It's not good though whenever you call out the segue. That's the problem. It's like,
Oh.
no, it's no longer a smooth transition, right?
No, that's the comedy part. You got to
Okay,
add
that-
a flair of comedy
Yeah.
by calling it
okay,
out.
I see.
Should
You
we
know.
have her on? It was there.
Oh.
Yeah. I was like, I know that
Yeah,
we
I know,
have
I
some
was-
guests that are starting to wander over.
All right, Timothy.
Very excited.
Timothy's stepping out this year, and Javier's staying.
Please have a seat.
Come join us.
Hey there.
How are you this
Hello.
morning?
Good morning, everybody.
Yes, get in there close. I was like, get in there close to the
Okay.
mic. Yeah.
Is that close
I was like, we want to
enough?
make sure we
There
can
we
hear
go.
you.
Okay, we're getting our caffeine on.
I know. I was like, are you drinking the coffee from Cherry?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it not so good?
It's so good.
It really is. It's one of my
I
favorites.
saw downstairs, and there was nobody manning the station. I was like,
I know. I was like, someone's probably just over there commandeering all the coffee.
Yeah.
Fill her up.
So
I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for us to finish up so we can go run down there, get caffeined up, and head on inside and check everything out.
Why don't you
Yes.
introduce yourself for the listeners for
Well, good
Corsica
morning.
Sound and Funky
Yes.
Panther?
Amy Brown, Senior VP of Convention Sales and Services for Visit Fort Worth.
Awesome.
amazing. Okay, so how long have you been doing the annual meeting?
You know what? I'm a newbie. This is I'm
Really?
almost. This is my second.
Okay.
Okay.
I really didn't know what to expect last year, but it blew me away. And
Uh-huh.
so this year, I am just excited. You can feel the energy. I kept thinking, like, these people really come at 7:30
Oh,
in
yeah.
the morning to a meeting, but then I get it.
Here's
I see why.
The funniest part is that everyone every year is like, why can't we do this later? But everyone still shows up every
know.
single year. Every single year.
So let me ask, what time did you have to wake up this morning?
5.
5. Okay.
5 was the wake up call. There was a backup just in case.
Absolutely. Yeah, same. I forgot.
Very necessary.
I was like, I got to shower. I had to get up early because I was up at 5 a.m. too. But it's hard because I have long hair, and I understand what y'all go through now.
But your updo looks fabulous.
Thank you so much.
I know, honestly, I'm kind of jealous, in all honesty. I'm like, I should have done that.
It hurts. It kind of hurts.
I don't think you can get a cowboy hat over it, but
No,
other than that, you're good.
I mean, I'm sure I can get one of them big 10-gallon hats.
Something like
You know
that,
that
yeah.
Arby's hat that Pharrell wore?
Yes.
Kind of like that. Something like that. So what are you looking forward to for today, the event going on? What's something you're excited about?
It's the energy. For us, it's sort of a culmination of what we've accomplished in the last year, but also where we're headed. And this community is just fantastic and really supports tourism. So it's kind of a way to talk about accomplishments, but kick off what's to come. Lots of surprises today.
Ooh,
So
can you give us any sneak peeks?
I would just say stay till the end.
Okay.
As always, we try to keep it exciting. And there's always a music component, but I think this year's is really special too. So
Ooh, excited. Okay, so tell me something that you'd say is unexpected about our city, because that's the theme for the year. Is like, what's something that's unexpected about Fort Worth to you?
I would say, as like I said, a newer resident, being the 12th or 13th largest city, whatever you want to call us, it still really has a very small town feel.
Totally
Absolutely.
agree.
And only being here, 18 months now, people are very genuine.
Yes.
And our relationships and community, and there's a togetherness that doesn't exist in a lot of places.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm a Texan, and I've made my way all around the state, and Fort Worth is very special. So,
Aw, that's
and
awesome.
honestly, we're out across the country telling people all the time, come, bring your meeting, bring your event, and then they get here and they are blown away.
Mm-hmm.
So
100%.
everybody has their own takeaway, but I would just say the really just this community has some really great special attributes.
I think here in the past 5 years, you've seen a big growth when it comes to like musicians or artists, conventions coming here, exclusive stuff that only happens here in like another city. Like, for example, they had the anime convention here like a month or so ago. And us and I think Washington or New York are the only two anime frontier expos that they have in the United States. So for us to have like exclusive things like that for the city and to come in here to the convention center, it's amazing things. And of course, we got a bunch of hotels being built, and you know, it's another big thing, and you're going to bring in more people, more traffic. And we're looking forward to the World Cup coming over here in about 2.5 years. Fill those hotels up, bring
There you
everybody
go.
here to experience the city. It's going to be a good thing to see.
The future is bright.
Oh, yeah,
Absolutely.
it is.
Absolutely.
Thank y'all for letting me
No,
say hello.
absolutely.
Thanks
Okay,
for
wait, I
hanging
do
out.
have one thing, too, real fast. I know that the convention center is going under renovations. When can we expect those to begin?
They have started.
They have?
Oh my God. Walk behind Commerce Street. You will
Okay.
see the beginning of phase 1. And
Oh my
that
gosh,
is
that's exciting.
The start to kick it off. And it's really what we need in order
Yeah.
to grow our tourism and convention business. But yeah, it's underway, and we are staying open, and our customers are staying with us. And so yeah, it's going to be a couple years that we get this finished. But yeah, check it out.
We're
Awesome.
excited. Thank you so much.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
y'all.
Appreciate you.
Yes.
Thank you so much for
Get some
coming
more
on.
coffee.
And again, ladies and gentlemen, that
I
was
love
Amy
it.
Brown with the
Visit Fort
Visit Fort
Worth.
Worth
Yeah.
convention.
That is amazing.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, I didn't know they already started renovations.
Yeah.
I was like, I really like want to see all of that. Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
How
How
are
you doing?
you?
I'm good. How's everybody?
Doing great.
Fantastic.
Here,
Morning.
get on in there.
Yeah. All right. All right. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. We're
What do we
waking
have
up.
with us this morning?
Yeah.
My name is Jeremy Gauna. I'm an actor, model, representing Palmer, Texas. So shout out to
Awesome.
all
Yes.
Ellis County, Texas people.
That's amazing.
Yeah, here
yes.
representing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. I was like, so what brought you in this morning? Is this your first annual meeting?
This is my first annual meeting. What a blessing to be a part of it. Shout out to Jay with the National Cutting Horse Association. He invited me.
Oh, that's awesome.
You know, good thing I paid attention to the times because it said 7. You know, I'm thinking, okay, 7 p.m. And then
can make it out at night.
Jay's like, no, you might want to look again. I'm like, oh, 7 a.m. Well, that's different for me.
Right.
You mean
But yeah,
annual
no.
meeting where there's fun and drinking at 7 a.m.?
Right? I mean, there's Mexican music playing, but I don't hear any
Oh,
singing
yeah.
Mexicans. And I'm like, wait a second, what's going on here, man? Where are my people at?
Yeah, right. I mean, come on.
That's Abel Casillas with Squeezebox Bandits down there. He's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Oh, man, they sound
He's
great, too,
Yeah.
down there. Yeah,
yes,
it's such
they
a
really do.
beautiful
I was like,
thing, yeah.
you need music in the morning when it's this early.
Oh, man, yeah.
That
Music
coffee,
and coffee, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Now we've got it going.
And then
so,
the after
yeah.
party with the alcohol and the cocktails, and it's a
Yeah.
whole event.
It's nice
Yeah.
to see smiles and beautiful faces that's happy before 8
Oh,
o'clock.
absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So wait, are you going to be at the cutting horse events this
I
week
will,
too?
yes.
Awesome.
You may have seen me. I'm always at the celebrity horse cutting events as well.
Okay, yeah.
Performing out there
Do
with
you ever
them
do
and having a
anything
good
with like
time.
Carity Foundation?
All the time, yeah. It's
Awesome.
one
I
of the
love
biggest,
Carity. Yeah.
supporters for the
Yes,
event. So,
that's
yeah.
amazing.
Carity's a beautiful organization.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, so
awesome.
much fun.
So here recently, you were on 1883.
Yes.
Is that right?
So I don't know. Spoiler alert, but it could be bad news to some people. They may not like me after I say this, but I'm the one that shoots and kills Elsa.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
dun,
that's
dun,
the
dun.
first,
Connecting the dots now. Connecting the dots.
Yeah,
well, this was
yeah,
fun.
yeah.
But that's like episode 1 stuff, though.
Episode
so, I
1
mean,
and episode 8, it comes
yeah.
back on. So yeah, you'll see it again. Very fortunate for doing that.
I'm sorry for laughing like
No,
that.
it's cool. It's
Why am
great.
I laughing like that? I shouldn't.
It's early.
Fun.
Coffee.
It's fun. You know, everybody always asks, why'd you shoot her? And I say, because she said that the Cowboys would never win another championship in my life.
Oh, no, yeah.
She had to go.
Okay, we're okay. We're good now.
Yeah,
we're
we're
back.
fine now.
So tell me what the process was like whenever you were, auditioning for the role.
Oh, man, the process is pretty bizarre. So for me, it's a little bit of a different route to take to get into it. Long story short, someone showed my picture to somebody, showed it to somebody else, And then I got a cast call for it, and then 3 auditions later, they went ahead and booked me for it. So what a blessing! Shout out to Taylor and shout out to Nicole.
That's awesome.
Shout out to Tim, your hair guy. Shout out to everybody who made this possible. Kelly. These are just names that the people, when they hear their name, they're gonna know that they were a part in making this happen.
Yeah. All right, I have to ask about your hat. Where's it from?
The Best Hat Store.
All right,
American, baby.
there we go.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, we have to know. Yes.
Shout out to Positive Time. Shout out to Keith. Shout out to everybody over there making it happen. Thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so where can we see you next? What else is going up for you? Like, give us some tea.
This year, I have 4 projects coming out. 2 Netflix and a movie for sure.
Oh, wow.
The movie's called Cottonmouth. Starring Martin Sinsmere, which is Sam on 1883.
Yeah.
So Sam is the lead. I'm playing with Ron Perlman and Isai Morales. I don't know if you've
I
seen
love
them.
both.
Amazing.
2 legends right
Yeah,
there.
so me and Ron Perlman are, again, spoiler alerts, we're playing cannibals in this.
What?
I was gonna say. So Cottonmouth's coming out, and then I just recently got back 2 days ago from American Primeval with Peter Berg. Peter Berg's, Friday Night Lights.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I mean,
He's
so
done all those great
many.
movies.
I mean,
Yeah.
you go on Painkillers right now on Netflix and watch that, and it talks about, the opioid problem, and that's
Oh,
such a
yeah.
good one. So I'm very blessed to be able to work with them. So many cool things coming out this year. I'm looking forward to it. Shout out to everybody on American Primeval from top to bottom. This project's going to be good, man. It's 1857 when the Mormons, come over with the Shoshone.
Yeah.
So there's some cool stories happening there. Taylor Kitsch is the lead. I don't know if you know who
I
Taylor
love
Kitsch
Taylor
is.
Kitsch, man.
Friday Night Lights.
Friday Night
again.
Lights.
Yeah.
Tim Riggins, man. I love me some Tim Riggins.
Yeah, so shout out to Taylor. That's my brother's family right there. This project's, I've heard rumors of November-ish.
Good.
So
Okay.
we still got
Okay.
a way to go, but it's a 6-part mini-series for Netflix.
I love that
so-
we're getting the early tea.
Yeah,
Yes,
this
that's
is probably the first.
awesome.
A lot of people have heard about it in a long time, or will hear about it for a while for sure. So
Are y'all
Yeah.
still filming, or is that already wrapped up?
we just got done the 11th. That was our last
Oh,
day.
wow.
That's
I know.
amazing.
We were in the middle of filming when the strike happened in July,
Wow.
and we were like 17 days from being done, but we had to stop.
Yeah.
So come back this February, they picked it back up and we finished, and so now we're officially done, and we're just in post now. We wait.
That's
Awesome, man.
amazing.
It's a big pause, right?
That is.
Fun stuff,
Yeah,
fun stuff
that is
for
great.
sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
so are you local to Fort Worth?
I am Palmer, Texas, which is
Okay, yeah.
35 minutes south of
But
Dallas.
like, do you live in Fort Worth
Still, I
now,
live
or
in
you're
Midlothian,
still
Texas,
okay?
currently.
Okay, awesome. Yeah,
Not
no
far at all.
Midlothian.
No,
yeah.
no.
Yeah.
So what's something? So the theme for the year is like all together now, but it's like they're also highlighting like unexpected stories.
Okay.
So what's something unexpected about like Fort Worth compared to just Texas that you've experienced?
Ooh, can we talk about all the RIP characters from 1883? That's one thing you can see in Fort Worth. I think when it comes to, there's a lot of comparison between what's Dallas and Fort Worth like, and people not from here put 2 and 2 together, and it's a completely different world when you
Yeah.
talk about Dallas and Fort Worth. I would say Fort Worth, of course, is obviously you're more country, more history as far as like Texas history and things of that nature, as to where Dallas is more diverse and there's more, it's just a wide range of different unity over in Dallas than what it is over
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Fort Worth is very beautiful. I love it wholeheartedly. I love the people around here. I love the energy, the stockyards. I mean, you can get a taste of Dallas in Fort Worth if you,
Oh,
if
yeah.
you
Oh,
want
yeah.
it, you know what I mean? But at the same time, if you don't want to even deal with Dallas, because a lot of Fort Worth people don't, then you have that. It separates itself over here. It's
Yeah.
very beautiful, and
Aw.
I'm very. I know I'm torn between if someone says which one's better. It's very tough to pick.
We won't put you on the
We
spot
won't?
like that.
Okay,
Yeah, we
Yeah,
won't do
no,
you
no,
like
no, no.
that.
I was like, we
appreciate
won't
that.
do that to you.
Yeah,
I do
thanks.
have one
So-
question though.
Yeah,
We
absolutely.
kind of breezed over this whole cannibal thing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
How do you prep for a role like that?
Back in the day, there were tribes that would break off and create their own, let's say their own tribe, so to say.
Yeah.
And some of them would happen to be cannibals because that's just the route they decided to take.
Yeah.
So in this movie role, it was easy for me to prepare because I would go and follow and learn about these tribes that broke off and created their own way of living, and that included cannibalism.
Right.
There's a lot of tribes in history that, of course nowadays it's not so prevalent. You don't have cannibalism so much, right?
It's very taboo,
We hope
Very-
not.
Yeah, it's very, yeah, right. Not that we know of. But there definitely were tribes that I could follow along
don't
and learn
know.
from in that instance for sure.
I don't know why when you say it like that, I'm like, oh, okay, well, that makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
that actually, okay, well, that's not bad. You weren't a
Yeah.
bad cannibal, you know what I mean? Like, it was,
You're surviving at that point.
right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. But no, there definitely were. So it's easy to, in the tonks, I should say, is what I call them. The tonks were cannibals back in the day. You know, if you walk up to a tonk now and you say, "Hey, are you a cannibal?" They're going to tell you no, obviously.
Yeah.
But that is a part of their history, and that was one of the
Wow.
tribes that I actually just read about and learned about in order to prepare for this role. It's fun. It's definitely a role that I've never played before.
Yeah.
And, you know, considering when you become and you take on certain roles, you have to think about what the repercussions may be afterwards.
Yeah.
Right.
A lot of people don't. They just like, oh, I want to take this role and I want to do it and dive
Yeah.
in it. You have to be aware.
Are you already
sometimes.
prepping for what people are going to say or what you got to
Yeah,
do
but
after?
In reality, it's been positive. It's going to be
Yeah.
a good look. It's not a bad look. So
there you go.
I'm grateful for it, and I'm ready for whatever comes because you know what? I've been put in this position by my ancestors, and if someone wants to argue with my ancestors about it, then you can take it up with
There
them.
you go.
Yeah. Hey,
It's a hell of a stance to have. There you
Yeah.
go.
that is the
Absolutely.
best thing I think you
Yeah.
could say in that
Absolutely.
scenario. So
I'll take it
yeah.
up with my ancestors, not me. Good luck finding them.
Right.
Yeah, no kidding.
I know how I found them.
But man, so it's easy to say that 2024 is going to be your year. I think got a bunch of good projects coming, and
I'm very blessed, and I keep hearing, I don't know much about astrology or energies, but I have been told that the year of the dragon this year is supposedly, especially for Capricorns, if you're a Capricorn, it's supposed to be our most financially fisc year. So be prepared for it, be ready for it. I don't know what all that entails, but I can tell you I'm mentally prepared for whatever is to come. And my message to everybody out there listening is stop stressing about things that happen or that do or don't happen. For example, when I put an audition out, I don't stress about if I'm going to get it. It's done. When I send it
Right.
off to it's done. If it comes, it comes. It doesn't, it doesn't.
There you go.
What's mine is mine, and what isn't, isn't. So out there, when you're listening, if there's something you're stressed about or you're going through, just try to learn to not stress and not worry about it, because what's going to happen at the end of the day is going to happen, regardless of what you
Totally
put into it or
agree.
what you don't. So that's
You
my
only have
message
so
the
much
most,
control,
you know what I mean?
right?
Yeah, for sure.
Beautiful, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's amazing. Thank you so much.
Hey, thanks for having
I'm so
me.
excited for you.
What a blessing. Thank
Yeah,
you.
literally, like, what a great start to the day.
Yes.
I know. It's
I
been
was
a
like,
great.
I'm just like
Oh,
going to be
it's-
your new hype man.
Oh man, she said she's gonna be my new manager. Everybody. She wants that
I said
15%.
hype man, but
Same. Really.
Same,
I mean,
Same. Moral
I was like,
support.
if you need help, just holler.
That's so sweet. Well,
where
what
can
a
we
pleasure.
find you on social media?
You can find me on social media. I mainly Instagram would be the biggest one. It's
Okay.
Choctaw Native JP. Shout out to all my Choctaw, Oklahoma people.
Yeah.
Choctaw, Mississippi. I am a proud member of the Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma. I'm Mexican as well, so shout out to both sides of my family. I love representing. To my mom and pops, I love you. To everybody out there going through it, man, keep your head up. It's going to get better.
That's
100%.
amazing.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Excited for you.
Thank you so much. And what a blessing to have you guys here and to do this and to be a part of it. So thank you.
Oh, no,
Thank
absolutely.
you.
man.
Appreciate it. Video here is-
you.
yeah.
Thank y'all.
We'll see you
thank
in
you.
there.
Yeah, we'll see y'all.
Definitely.
Have a good day.
Cheers.
You too.
Man, hey, thank you so much.
very nice to meet you.
Man,
Man,
again,
what a
that was
Fun.
Humble, amazing
I
dude.
know.
Yeah, I know.
I'm glad
This is-
Paul
Can we
just threw
just
him
hang
over
out with
here.
him?
I know, right?
I was like, I want to hang out.
Are we
I wanna
friends
know
now?
things.
I hope we're
Yeah.
friends now.
I was like, tell me more.
So I had a chance to talk with him just a little bit before.
Yeah.
And he was just telling me his story about how he actually got the role in 1883, and
That's what he was saying. Yeah.
so incredible. Like
Yeah.
I cannot believe it's just all about you happen to know somebody and then they just suggest you and put your name out there.
yeah.
Why
Well-
why does that happen with us?
Listen, you overlook the whole
Yeah.
pie model. You got to perform, which he obviously does.
Right,
He's
yeah,
great
yeah.
at what he does. You have your image. He's a humble dude. You could tell just, he's just a nice guy.
Yeah.
And your exposure, he's here. People are here. This place is packed.
Yeah.
I
right?
know. Also, have y'all seen the live painting? I want to see there's a live
What?
painting. It says there's a live painting sponsored by the Crescent Hotel.
So when we walked in, they were setting things up. It's
okay,
downstairs.
I was like, I want to see that.
Yeah, who's doing it? I wonder who's doing it.
I don't know, but I think that's such a cool
She looked like a wonderful
idea.
lady. I didn't catch who it was. I'm bad at that. I didn't see the name on the
Yeah.
Yeah.
whatever.
Well, have y'all been to the Crescent Hotel yet?
No, I don't even know where that's at. Can
I
you
was like, so it's
fill me
right
in?
on Camp Bowie, like on the bricks, like right by Blue Sushi.
Oh, okay.
It's that whole area. So there's the Crescent, and then there's also Bowie House. And I've been to both of them, and they're both amazing.
So kind of on the boutique side.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
boutique, okay.
So like Crescent Hotel has a really cool bar called the Circle Bar, and it's like apparently like the spot to be.
Really?
And so I've been there a couple times now, but the food is amazing. They're going to end up having a rooftop bar, so that should be opening this fall, I believe.
I love Camp Bowie.
I know,
love that
yeah.
area of Camp Bowie, and I never. Well, the problem with it is it never pops into my mind as like one of the places that you need to go visit.
Mm-hmm.
But then I catch myself whenever people ask me for suggestions. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, go to Camp Bowie, go to Lucille's.
Yeah.
But I myself don't hang out on Camp Bowie nearly enough, and so
Well,
now.
see, and normally I don't either, but I've recently like been in the area, so I'm like,
Yeah.
let's just go there.
Yeah.
And then also Bowie House is like way more. So I'm not gonna lie, this might be a little controversial. I like Bowie House better than Hotel Drover.
Really?
Okay.
So it is. I think the vibe. Here's the thing: is like Hotel Drover. I feel like appeals more to like the classic like cowboy and everything that kind of goes to like the stockyards. But Bowie House is just amazing. So, oh my gosh, we have some of our favorite people. Oh, hello, love. How are you? Yeah, come on. Just sit in each other's
Here, both
laps.
of you.
You know, just sit together.
Both of you
Yeah.
have a seat.
We are so lucky who we have right here.
Morning.
We have.
Make
Yeah.
sure we speak a little bit closer to these mics, and then
Yeah.
we're good.
You can hold it in your lap. Hello. Yes, I was like, we have Mia and Frank.
Franklin Moss.
So yes, I was like, y'all were here with us last year too.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it was so
I'm
much
so
fun,
happy.
too. Yeah.
Yay. Okay, are y'all excited for this year?
Yes, and I'm
Yes.
exhausted, but
Oh,
I am
so-
excited.
Very relatable. You've been traveling again,
Yes.
doing all the things.
So we went to Italy for a little bit. We were in Florence and Milan, and she went with us.
You went
And
this
so-
year?
Yeah, I got to go. I tagged along. No work for me.
We love that. We love that. No manual labor for wifey.
No,
None.
just a lot of walking.
You know, that's fine.
A lot of walking.
A lot of. Was it hot again?
It was freezing.
Really?
So we just went in January,
Uh huh.
but I mean it's stone ground, and we walk about 11 to 13 miles a day.
That's crazy.
So
The wind was crazy too.
Oh, I believe that. Okay, so here's the thing. Last year you gave us some fashion predictions,
okay.
and I feel like you were correct because you
Yes.
said like the
Western.
cowboy western was going to be like the vibe,
Right.
and I definitely saw that last year and going into this year.
Oh, I'm
still.
wearing more boots now
Yeah.
than I ever
Yeah.
have.
Yeah.
So
And there were a lot of people wearing cowboy hats all over, everywhere I've went.
Uh-huh.
Cowboy hats, cowboy attire, just the whole Western world is now.
Exactly.
in.
Okay, so can you give us a prediction for this year?
Hey.
Hey.
So okay, I do have a prediction, and it's already out there. Everybody's seeing it everywhere, but the '70s feel,
Okay.
just the bell bottoms. But it's not so much tight in the thighs. It's more drape, and it's more flowing and wide.
That's literally what I'm wearing is
it's-
wide leg pants.
And that's just what's gonna be here for another year.
Uh-huh.
People are really bringing Jinkos back. People are bringing like the
Oh.
wide in the '70s feel, the flare collars, all that whole feel is just right back now. So it's gonna be a good time.
And it's funny you said that. I actually picked up a couple of vintage shirts. I've got one, straight up 1970s. It's beautiful. Picked it up at Ties from the Past, which is a local antique store here in Fort Worth. Picked that up. I've been eyeballing some Jinkos. I was a Jinkos guy whenever I was
Me too,
in
me
my
too.
youth.
You
I
never
was
saw my
skating
shoes.
and wearing Jinkos. and man, I keep seeing those pop up. I'm seeing the ads pop up, and I'm like, this is targeting me, and I'm okay with that.
yeah.
So I might just have to go down that route.
So personally, I can't do it.
Yeah.
I want to do it, but I remember in 98, 99, I want to say in 2000, I was really hard on Jinkos, and it was just a small time frame, and then it disappeared.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to stray away from fast fashion since the early 2000s. So I've been doing a little bit more drape, but not wide.
Gotcha.
So
Do you agree with the whole like thought of like fashion comes back around? I think it's like every like 10 years or something like that.
it's it's 10, 15 to 20 years.
That's the thing is I feel like it's kind of weird how it comes back in like waves.
Yeah, and I think we saw some girls coming out of Starbucks that looked like they were in the 90s.
Oh,
I was about to say that the explosion with 90s culture and like fashion has been coming back up, especially with old brands like Tommy Hilfiger,
Right.
or like even the Gap. You know, you see them like have a little resurrection from old vintage clothing that you'd see back then to now.
And honestly, I don't even know where we are. I mean, but I do understand that. I feel like the things that are repeating are repeats of another time. So like our 90s was just a repeat of the 70s in a bit, right?
Yeah.
And so now they're simultaneously coming back. I don't know how I feel about my high school being the thing now.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Right.
So what's one era of fashion that's current that's gonna, I guess, trend upward that you're not really a fan of? Like, what's one thing that?
Ooh. That's a good question. That is a good question.
That's a tough question.
Coming in hot from Javier.
that I'm not a fan of.
Yeah.
You know, so the hard part about that question is I don't pay attention to the things that I'm not a fan of.
That's good.
So I don't even know what to say to that. Like
I can say that like the things that are trending right now is like we said, the wide leg pants, but like the cargos, lots of pockets.
Yeah.
Girls
yeah.
are wearing those. The crop tops are like back in.
That's it.
You crop everything. So it's I'm a fan of it just because I grew up on it.
Yeah.
But it is weird to see like, you know, a 20-year-old, you know, looking the way I look, and I'm like, it almost makes you forget where you are, really.
Yeah.
Like,
It
cargo
really
looks
does.
really good on her too.
Ooh.
It really does. But me, I hate cargo.
Yeah.
So that is it. That's the thing. I forgot.
I hate puka shells. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
bring that back.
I hate.
My thing is
I never
zippers.
did it.
Zippers. I hate zippers on shirts, like excessive zippers.
I hate zippers on shirts too.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to me.
Same.
But I have it on my jacket right now, but it looks
Same.
great.
Yes. But like a shirt, I feel like it just doesn't work.
But you'll be surprised. I've seen some people, of course, on like Instagram make it work. But they also live in like New York, and you know, it's a whole nother
yeah.
fashion.
That is a whole
scene.
different thing.
Yeah, down here it wouldn't work.
No.
I don't think.
I'm not a zipper
And
gal.
selfishly, I remember in the 90s, my zipper shirts that I used to have, they all broke. Like the zippers broke, and that's why I hate it.
You know, that makes sense.
Interesting. You're talking about the 70s style that's kind of coming back. And on the men's side of fashion, I've noticed the knit polos.
Yeah, I
And
love it.
I never thought I would want one. And then I saw someone wearing it. I'm like, man, that looks good.
It looks really good. So it's perfect for the summer.
Yeah.
My 14-year-old just bought a shirt, a knit one, which is strange because I wanted one too. So we're both wearing the same type of clothes, which is interesting. But I love that style. I think I know we're going to Florence again. We're going to Florence, London, and Milan for a while this summer, and I'm getting a lot of knit for this summer just so I can breathe and sweat through everything. And so,
You know, normal things.
yes, like Texas.
Okay, well, so now we need an update. What's going on with Black Coffee? I was like, anything new, upcoming? I know you host a lot of the community frontline events.
Yes.
too.
So we
I was
have a
like,
lot
so-
going on.
yeah, what's
Actually,
going on?
This is live, right? Okay, so tomorrow we have our first Latte Art Throwdown.
Okay.
And we're collaborating with a group called the Color of Coffee Collective out of Houston. And they are all about diversity in coffee and helping, you know, make it equitable. So they're going to come up here, and I want everybody that's in coffee to come because it's our first one. So come support, come be a part of it. We're doing that. We're also in Terminal A, A9. We actually have our drip coffee station at the Bridge Travel Essentials store. So we're there, and then hopefully at the airport, DFW Airport.
That's amazing.
And hopefully we'll have some more great things happening.
Yay.
Oh, Saturday we're also what are we doing Saturday? We're doing a panel discussion on Saturday, again with the Color of Coffee Collective. And early in the morning, coffee people do this thing. It's #FirstSip. So we're inviting people that wake up early enough, 8, 9 o'clock, come and have your first sip with us.
I mean, everyone's up early enough for this, so there should be plenty of people Saturday.
And the great thing about it is I have a lot of people that are in the Fort Worth coffee community that are going to come and speak. Joe, that's at Enduro Coffee. Jasmine, that's at Cafe Memento. Who else is going to be there? Carrie,
awesome.
former owner of
Yeah.
Wildcraft. She's going to come. And so we have a lot of different people that's going to be there that everyone knows here.
That's exciting. Good. I love that. Yay.
It's always nice to see small businesses thriving like that.
Yes.
And, in the times that we're in right now, people could spend their money on other things, right?
Uh-huh.
But to have a product that people actually stand behind, that really means something. And so we applaud you for that.
Thank you.
Again, I love y'all's location. I like that
Thanks.
area. I like what's happening over there, and y'all bringing that, that piece of the pie over there is wonderful.
Yeah, and it's a lot of transition happening in that area, so it'll be more beautiful, and I'm hoping to get more businesses to come over there and be my neighbor.
I love it.
That's the goal.
I was like, I love going in there just because it's always a full house, too. There's always people just hanging out, and it's like such a comfortable vibe. So I just love it.
I think so. And she got 2 new paintings on the wall. People should come check out.
Okay.
Carla and Black Jesus.
Ooh, I want to see Black Jesus.
Too.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah, y'all come by.
Yes, absolutely. Thank y'all so much for stopping by
Thank
again
you.
this year.
So good
Yay.
talking to you guys. I love this.
Yes.
Cool. Year two, baby.
Thank you, guys.
Yes. We'll see y'all in there. Yes, we'll see you in there.
I'm not gonna lie. This morning when I was getting ready, you're the first person I thought of. Frank was the first person I thought of. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
I was like, I still have to message you since you're back now. Yeah.
man, good to see you, man.
Hey, her.
Yeah,
of
absolutely.
course, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
What a great time.
Yeah, man.
I know.
I'm telling you, come through.
That
Come
is
on.
something we're going to have to do
Yes.
with Frank from now on.
I know.
We got to have the fashion
We have to
predictions.
have the
He's
fashion
fine.
predictions for the
Fashion.
year.
So I'm Drew.
I totally
How you
agree.
doing, bud?
I'm good. I'm up early today.
You are. What's
Yeah.
going on?
I'm not up till noon.
I don't blame you. I wouldn't want to be.
Well, when you do music, everything's in the evening, and
Uh-huh.
it's usually done by 2 when the bars close.
Right.
So I got up really early today. We'll just leave it at that. But I got like 2 cups of coffee in me.
Oh, thank God. I haven't gotten any, so I'm kind of struggling right now.
Oh, bro, they got cherry coffee here.
Yeah, I know.
I know,
but
it's so
We got
good.
here that early where there wasn't anybody over
Oh,
there.
hadn't
getting
even
coffee.
started yet?
Yeah. So I'm kind of hurting right now for squirting of that bean juice.
I'm a slave to the bean juice. I'm not going to lie, man.
I've never heard it referred to as bean juice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I will now be calling it that.
I think
so.
it's just right off the top of his
You
head.
know,
He just does
I'm not
that.
mad at that. I was
No,
like, I
not at
like
all.
bean juice.
So, all right, for those that just heard a voice come on here, please tell everybody who you are.
Hi, everybody. I'm Trevor. That is TRVR question mark. I'm a musician. I'm from Fort Worth. Travel a lot. Do music full time is my job. I just put out an EP in January 19th for my birthday called Just Peachy.
Hey, that's a good birthday present to yourself, right?
It was. I made a show out of it too because I was like, if y'all don't come, you hate me. Like it's my
You
birthday.
told
Like why
us.
aren't you
You told
here?
us that whenever you were on with us.
It feels like a little targeted
Yeah,
if you didn't
yeah.
come. It's my birthday. Like it's one thing.
Like you hate me that much, you're not going to come celebrate me and my song on my birthday.
My
100%.
EP.
My EP.
Yeah. It was a whole 12 song track EP.
Yeah.
That's pretty incredible. How long did it take you to put that together?
So I wrote the first song for it actually in 2019.
Yeah.
But it wasn't necessarily planning out a whole project. I just kept writing songs. I was like, I want to get these a home. So then I recorded a bunch of interlude tracks, which is how it got up to 12. It's not 12 songs.
Right.
So that it would weave together well as more of a cohesive story. Because it was a cohesive story of me being early 20s, which is, dreadful.
In the music world, do you still? I know the trend has been to put out singles, put out singles, keep you kind of relevant, right? So do you still follow that on a pretty regular, or do you see it maybe that we're going to start transitioning into those, getting back into more EPs and full length albums?
I don't know if that'll ever go away. Most people who put out singles like that or EPs and albums like that put out every song first, and then maybe only have 1 or 2 that come out with the project.
Yeah.
And I don't think people's attention spans are able to do that anymore because like a lot of people, like bigger artists, do it sometimes, like Miley Cyrus, Jonas Brothers, like the big, or I don't know, Drake. They just put out their whole album, and they can do that.
Right.
I can't.
I've noticed on some of the trend, like where you'll have an EP and they're kind of doing the single thing, but you go on there, instead of it having the single song, it's that EP, but they'll only have that 1 or 2 songs. You see the track list, but you only see that 1 or 2 songs that have been.
I just saw that too. That Casey Musgraves had that for her new project.
Oh.
God, I'm so excited for that.
What
Sorry.
do you think about, like, I've noticed a lot of people on, like, TikTok that they'll release, like, part of a song and they get so much hype built up for it, but then they're releasing it, like, 6 months later. And at that time, I feel like, to me personally, as, like, a listener, I feel like it almost loses the hype. Because, like, it's such a build-up for it that I'm like, come on. And then I hear it and I'm like, okay, all I can think of is just the chorus you released the whole time. So what are your opinions on, like, releasing music that way versus, like, I guess a more traditional, like, EP, like full song?
Unfortunately, I don't think there's any other way to do it except post it online, unless you have a lot of money, which I don't. So I don't think there's any way to go about it, but other than like general buzz and posting and hoping that it just does well or there's a trend. But now TikTok is trending towards wanting long form content.
I know, it's crazy.
It pisses me off. I'm not even gonna. It's so stupid.
Well, it's the same thing as like Vine initially started as like very, like short, like what was it, 7 seconds or
6.
whatever? Or and then it went longer and longer, and then now it's like the same thing all over again.
Yeah.
So
I mean, history repeats itself.
Yeah, I was like, it just really does. Like everything ends up going long form.
And with TikTok Shop, TikTok is in a bit of a flop right now. I'll be real. That's what I'm picking up. I don't know if you guys have an opinion.
I can tell you that, like, when we post our content, we do better actually on YouTube Shorts than we do on TikTok.
I need to get on that.
Whereas, like, we'll hit like 2,000-3,000 views on a video on YouTube, on the Shorts or whatever. But on TikTok, I mean, if you hit that algorithm right, we do okay. But sometimes it's only like you get 200 or 300 views compared to YouTube. So
And then TikTok got rid of the creator fund.
Yeah.
Instagram got rid of their creator fund a while ago too, which that made me mad.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure that was like a reason most people made content.
yeah.
A couple $100 extra a month was like
Absolutely.
That was nice.
Yeah.
It's a good little surprise you get from, putting out that kind of work.
Did you guys hear why Instagram got rid of theirs at first?
No.
It was so that they realized it'd be more worth their money to use that not paying creators and to lobby to Congress against TikTok so they wouldn't have competition.
Wow.
that sounds accurate.
No,
Yeah.
that absolutely does. That's
Which
just
they did,
disappointing,
and they almost
so.
got it. Yeah.
It's like what you were saying earlier about like TikTok and the TikTok shop. I mean, it's just
Look, I bought something off a TikTok shop.
Really?
me
I
too.
bought-
Me too.
It hasn't gotten me yet.
So I bought. I love Ghost energy drinks, which I love. If we get sponsored by them, man, that'd be awesome.
Shout out Ghost.
So there was a company that was selling. They were running a special on it. It was like I got 2 12 packs for $20. I was like, I can't pass that up, and it showed up at my house. They taste legit.
Yeah.
They look legit. I'm assuming they are legit. I don't think they came from Temu, which we found out is Temu. We found out it's Temu and not.
No, what?
It's
It's not Temu.
How on earth did
Like
they afford
Temu,
3
like
Super Bowl ads?
shimmer.
Right?
Yeah.
Did you see like the deep dive into their like how they work and how much information they take from you?
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah.
Like
it's
I
pretty
heard
bad.
They're like, oh, well, when you pay for your stuff, like they take that data.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why use Apple Pay? And they're like, oh, well, then you're fine then, I guess. But no, everyone has all. I mean, I'm not an interesting man myself. I have nothing weird on the internet. I just like to enjoy the nice succulent.
That's not true.
No.
You have a lot of weird stuff.
Oh,
on
you're
the
right.
internet.
Oh my God, I forgot. Holy crap, the other OnlyFans account. Raspberries.
Hey, it's a good account, man.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm subbed.
The angles are what it is what it is. Yeah.
No, you know how to take a good picture. It's pretty
Yes!
impressive. Yeah.
One fan.
Fort Worth needs a
you're only
mascot. So
Yeah.
Fort Worth needed a mascot, and Javier said,
He stepped up.
I will be it.
Yeah, I'm the what's that stepfather thing? I'm not the stepfather.
I'm not
father
the-
stepped up.
Yeah.
I'm a Fort Worth stepdaddy.
Good lord.
Yeah.
I cannot.
Anyway.
That got wild. All right.
Yeah, sorry.
No,
So
you're
let's get
good.
back. Let's get back to
Oh,
you.
goodness.
So
So speaking of stepdaddy, let's go back to your music, Trevor. Speaking of OnlyFans,
What is
Trevor.
your favorite music venue in Fort Worth?
music venue?
Yeah.
Tulips.
Okay.
I'm biased. That's where I had my release show.
Oh, it's amazing.
And
I'm right there with you on that.
Dude, they were so professional. It was some of the best ran I've ever had something. The sound guys were nice. Sound guys can be lots of choice words.
I had a long conversation because we've done a couple of live shows at Tulips. And I had a long conversation with one of the sound guys, and man, I love sound. I love the intricacies of it, and they truly do as well.
Oh,
He's telling me, he's like, oh, yeah, we got this over here, and naming off stuff. He's like, oh, I've worked with this, and truly passionate in it. And so I think that translates into, I've been to venues where the sound's just it is what it is, deal with it kind of thing, versus Tulips, Jason Scott, just a hell of a crew.
They have it I was told that they literally went through and mathematically set up the room, because when you're in there, you can tell that you can hear everything really well. You can feel the bass, and it's not hurting your ears.
Right.
Yeah, I was really impressed.
I experienced that at a metal show we just went to on
metal
Saturday.
show?
Yeah.
Where at Tulips?
Tulips.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it's the same. The bass was very nice and relaxing, and not crazy annoying. But
I gave them lighting cues too for my show, and they did it.
Yeah.
I was so impressed.
That's awesome.
That's
It's
awesome.
a very nice professional production done. Have you checked out the Lowdown bar? So it's right. It's Jason's new bar right there.
Yes, I went there after.
So I'm excited about this because he's talking about bringing in Van Cliburn artists to play piano in there.
Oh,
and
that's
some stuff
cool.
like that. And then
That'd be amazing.
having he's I got a friend that's a jazz trumpeter that he's here and he has his trumpet and just kind of comes in there and joins in. And then we have some Trevor, and all of a sudden they're doing kind of an impromptu show.
Well, they're
sounds
also
awesome.
doing the after party today there.
Oh, they are.
So so from 5 to 7, obviously after this event they have the after party, but then the after party is going to be there from 5 to
afters?
7. Yep.
I want more things to do in DFW on a weekday. That's maybe the one thing I miss most about when I was living in LA more was I was trying to go on a date this Monday, and I was like, fuck, everything's... Oh, I don't know if can I curse? Sorry.
It could be. You're fine.
I was like, drats, everything's closed.
Raspberry.
I was like, where am I going to take this woman? Every bar isn't open on a Monday night.
That's insane. I didn't realize that.
Yeah. I don't know.
We do need I'm right there with you. I think we do need a little bit more of that weekday vibe, weekday nightlife. But man, we were talking about this just a little bit ago. Businesses are having a hard time right now,
Yeah.
and I've seen where places have been open on Mondays, and now they're like, we reduced our hours or whatever. And I think once we get past that, or if we ever do get past that, then I think Fort Worth's going to start seeing those more.
Oh, yeah. I was like, well, obviously, the tourism and everything with Fort Worth, I mean, that's part of why we're here is, we continue to grow, and the tourism here is insane.
Yeah.
So maybe that's something to start bringing in is just more weekday tourism.
I mean, I know for places like LA or New York, where there's always something going on that. There's a lot more people that are have, I'll just say, flexible, quote unquote, work schedules. Like myself, where they can just work when they want to. They're not tied to 5-day work week.
Yeah,
so that I feel like
exactly.
probably Fort Worth and DFW, a lot more people are tied to the 5-day work week.
Oh, yeah.
So it probably has to
Absolutely
do with
agree.
that at the end of the day. Most people like me aren't like me waking up at noon.
So let's talk about the EP.
I would love to.
Yeah. So where can people find it?
Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere music is streamed, just Peachy. It's just about me in my early 20s and everything that happens with that. I know that it's a lot, but it was really fun.
That's one thing I'd love to. I kind of want to experience my early 20s again and try to change things because it was a terrible time for me. So
I think it was for most of us.
Yeah.
So I didn't mean to diminish. I don't know how bad your early 20s
it wasn't. I'm just, I'm overreacting. But, I understand what you mean by that. And also, shows coming up. Who do you, or where are you going to be performing?
Right now, that is what's getting planned up. I'm organizing a tour for Just Peachy. I'm organizing all that stuff. I'm very excited because it is a lot of work, but that's my main goal for 2024 is I want to just play more, bigger, better shows because I kind of think that my skill as an artist, you can hone in and be good at jack of all trades, master of none, or be really good at one thing. And I think my biggest skill is a performer. So I really want to continue to delve into that.
So we're really excited about that. Again, Trevor, man, thanks for coming by.
I appreciate y'all.
We'll talk to you more, and then whenever we get some show dates for you, have you back on again, man.
Come
the
say
first time
hi.
was a lot of fun. So
I appreciate y'all. Thank you for
Absolutely.
having me say hello. Good rest of your day. Cheers.
Cheers, bud.
Do you want me to grab you a coffee?
No, it's fine, man. Don't you worry about it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
He'll give me some bean juice. He'll give me
All
some
right.
of that
Almost time
sweet
for the
bean
show
juice.
start up in
Yeah.
All right. I'll see y'all around. Peace and
Again,
love.
That's a TRVR question mark. Trevor, thanks for coming by. And
All right.
man, right now, again, we got
it
the
up.
one, the only. Don't bring him around your girl, Lou Charles.
Who?
What's up?
Mr. Steal Your Girl himself.
Yeah.
So yesterday was Valentine's Day, and you
Right.
put up a Valentine's gram. What did the Valentine's gram say?
It said roses are red, violets are blue. Tonight you can be his, but tomorrow you're Lou's.
And today's tomorrow, so the three of the
is
Funky Panther boys are now Lou's.
Oh, hey, whoa, whoa,
Hold on, man.
That's you meant us, right?
Yeah, that's exactly. You were not the target demo for that. For that
Yeah,
one.
but the algorithm
The
said
algorithm
otherwise,
was
man.
rhythming, wasn't it?
It's the first thing I saw this morning, so here we are. You know,
It got me going. I'll tell you that much.
how you been, man?
I've been great, bro. It's so good to see y'all.
You too.
Feels like it's been
dope.
forever.
It has.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Not because
Wait,
of y'all, but
wait.
because we're still here. Like,
Okay.
yeah, we're still here. It's a good thing.
World
man.
hadn't exploded, so things are going good.
Yeah.
Man, so what's going new with music for you? I know, we had that album come out last year.
Yeah,
The record
yeah.
came out last year.
Yeah. We had
2
new
years
record.
ago.
2 years ago, yeah, 'cause
2
you've
years
You've been
ago.
dropping singles, though.
Been
nonstop.
dropping a lot of singles. I got a new single coming out pretty soon. So prepping that. And other than that, man, I'm just grinding, living. I had to step away, do a lot of living
For sure.
And I think that with my music, it's always been life experiences that inspire everything that I write about. So sometimes you got to go out in the world.
Yeah.
Do some living, step away from the computer, stop recording.
No way.
Yeah, and live some life. So that's what my life's been full of.
But I've been hearing your music elsewhere, other
Yeah.
than my playlists. You know what I mean?
Right.
So how's that working out for you?
Yeah, we picked up a Netflix placement last year. We got some other stuff, signed some publishing deals and stuff like that. So yeah, you'll be hearing my music in commercials, TV shows, stuff like that. So that's really what I've
That's
been
legit,
doing.
man.
Yeah.
I love it whenever I'm sitting there and something comes on and all of a sudden I catch like, wait a second. Do I know this?
Hell yeah.
I've met this guy,
Yeah.
I love that. That's what I did whenever I watched, what was that movie that Leon was on?
First Man.
Yeah, First Man.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sitting there and I'm not really like paying that close attention.
People here
all of a sudden,
starving, Whitey's on the moon.
yeah, and all of a sudden I hear this voice and I'm like, that's Leon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, that's so cool,
We're gonna
man.
get
I
that with
love
Lou.
what's
We're gonna get that with Lou.
happened for you. I love.
I appreciate that, man.
Love all that. So
I appreciate that.
So what are you excited about for this event?
This event, I don't know. I just like being around the people, man. I like seeing a lot of people. Like I said, we haven't seen each other in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was 817 Day. I want to say is the last time we saw each other.
Oh
Yeah.
damn! Yeah. That was probably it. So
And
yeah, we haven't seen each other in a minute. So just being able to reconnect with y'all,
So we're the reason you come to this event.
I do. I was looking. As soon as I walked in, I was like, "Where are the Funky Panther guys, dog? Where are they
I
at?
heard.
Where are they at?" Yeah.
do you have any shows coming up? Or are you going to be doing anything in that realm? Or
We will be doing shows
Yeah.
because, like, for me, making the music is good, placing the music is dope, running up the numbers and all that is cool, but there's nothing beats like the live show experience. Nothing beats that. And we put Louapalooza to bed, but
Yeah.
Yeah. It could be something else.
Hey,
It
look,
could be something else.
that energy
that's what
from
you said last
Louapalooza,
year.
though.
It could be something else. I had to make y'all miss it. Y'all had to miss
That's
it.
right.
We do.
We
do.
Yeah, I had to make you miss it.
So what are you listening to right now? I want to talk about what
Me
you're
right
listening to
now,
right
off the top of my head, a lot of K Tronada.
Nice.
I'm listening to. Kanye just dropped, so I gave that a run. What else am I listening to?
What are your thoughts on Vultures?
Meh.
Yeah.
He got a cool, like the song with Freddie Gibbs.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, that was
that,
good.
yeah, beautiful butt naked. Yeah, like that is amazing. I was like, the first time I heard it, I was like, no, he's not gonna do this. I was like, oh, he did it again and again. Nah, for sure.
We're getting the wrap up sign.
No, that's good because we can't do too much of this.
That's
we got to
not-
have you in the
because
studio.
I got to be in the studio. I saw the new
Yeah, we got
setup.
the new setup,
Bro,
I
you
set
gotta
up,
come
yeah.
by.
It looks legit.
Yeah.
It is.
I'm like, who are these jokers
And
with
I've
this
got a-
legit
I got a
setup?
full bar.
They're not in some small ass room no more.
Well,
They
it's
just-
mostly whiskey. We got a bunch of whiskey at the house.
like,
yeah, we got to wrap up.
All right.
Robin, come say bye real quick. Get on the mic with Lou and say bye.
Bye, Lou.
Bye.
Bye, Chad. Bye,
Stay
Javier.
good, everybody.
Bye, Tim.
And
We're out.
Cheers.
there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.